Ooh, let's see what's going on. Bring this down a little bit. Good morning, pet industry. I'm streaming in a ton of places, actually. They say that you should, I guess, multiply your efforts. So we are over on Instagram as well as on Facebook, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, and inside our groups. So we're coming to lots of places, and I'm going to give a shout out to Instagram. Instagram already has a few people watching, so that's the hottest place so far to watch on a what are we Thursday morning. Excited to have everybody with me today. What I'm talking about is what we experienced, or a bunch of us experienced yesterday at Retailpalooza. And if you're not a retailer, that's okay. You're still going to benefit, I know, from what I'm going to share today, as well as other opportunities that are there for you. So if you were at Retailpalooza, let me know. Let me know in the comments. It was 8 hours straight of of learning, and I was feverishly like typing away, plus also just trying to absorb it and engage in the chat. It was a very, very busy day, and my brain was fried afterwards. It was truly fried because there were so many great things that were happening. And really what it was is that our friends at Whiz Bang Retail Training, they have so many resources available to people all over, and specifically in a brick and mortar retail business. Okay, that's what they focus on. But I am a former client of theirs, and I used their retail mastery system, and I used the principles that they taught and applied them to my retail business, to my grooming business, to my dog walking business, to my doggy daycare business. And so I'm going to tell you that even though the word retail is dropped a lot in the names that we use, or we might say store or shop, the principles really can still apply to many, many businesses. Okay. So I just want to set that point out first. And I also want to give a huge shout out to the Pet Boss community. I mean, holy cow, there were so many pet businesses in the room yesterday at Retailpalooza, in the virtual room. And it was like I recognized name after name after name engaging, and they were hot and on fire inside the chat. Like I see that Sally was there yesterday, and she's already given Tracy a shout out as well that she was there. Esther says it was a great day. That's fantastic. So many people were there, and I had an opportunity to jump on as well and actually share my perspective or some of my thoughts about pricing and your inventory. And it was so fun to be able to be on camera with them and also share my knowledge with the community. And thank you to everybody who gave me so much love in the comments. It was really overwhelming. I was so appreciative of that. And it really just made me feel fantastic and great to know that we had a lot of friends there cheering me on too. So thank you for that. All right. So yesterday, Retailpalooza happened. If you haven't had a chance, like if you did register in advance and you haven't had a chance to watch it, I think the plan is that you could still go to that page and you would be able to still watch a replay. Okay. I went this morning and it doesn't look like the replay is loaded, but I know how long it takes to process video. So there's a chance that they just haven't had a chance to like get everything live and online yet for replays. Okay. So give them time. And also, if you registered through our partner link, then you are going to get a copy of my notes. Like I said, I was feverishly taking notes, and I have 12 pages of Google Doc notes. It was 8 hours, remember, so it was a long time. And I'm going to try to kind of distill down for you today some of the ahas and what I would recap from that to paint the picture for you. And I also want to share about the retail mastery system with you too. So let's see. So that was yesterday. We where was I going with this? Oh, the point is that even if you haven't registered for Retailpalooza and you still want to watch it or catch up with it, you could likely still register and get access. I will put up the URL you can go to. It's petbosspartner.com/palooza if you're still looking to watch the replay. It was a totally free workshop. Okay, so Pet Boss Partner, nope, didn't spell that right. petbosspartner.com/palooza. Okay, now the whole point of the Palooza was to be able to share with you, right, information about how to really level up your businesses. Okay, how to improve them and make them stronger, and get you ready for the holidays or for what's to come. It also was an opportunity for Whizbang and for their community, like myself and other retailers of theirs, to talk about the Retail Mastery System. And the Retail Mastery System is like a DIY course. Okay, we had it. I had it. I bought it back when it was CD-ROMs and paper workbooks, and then it turned into an online digital course. Now it's literally morphing again into a platform that they've built called Brilliance, and your staff can go through it, and you can create. There's quizzes with it online. You can track people's progress with it. I mean, it's really, really amazing how far it's come. Okay, but the Retail Mastery System is literally like the Retail 101, not even retail, like I said earlier, Business 101 of how to start to get your systems and your processes dialed in, but also figuring out how to price your products and train team, hire team, do all these things. So it's wild to me. I mean, not really wild. I mean, I fully understand what's in it, but it's so impressive what is in it and how easy it is to understand the concepts, because they've broken their video trainings down. They've figured out how to do the worksheets and the spreadsheets, and it's all very easy for you to go and implement these strategies that they teach. Okay. So what's wild to me is how impressive this is, but what's also wild to me is how many people don't buy it, right? Because it's can be a hefty investment maybe for you. I don't know. Every business is different. If you want to get a deal, they have it on sale right now. It's $500 off. All right. You can buy it through the month. I think maybe till, I'm not exactly sure, a couple weeks here, it'll be $500 off. And the Retail Mastery System, I think, is around $3,000. Deduct the $500. If you pay in full, it's like $2,497. Okay, which could be a big chunk of change. They do have monthly payments on it though. Okay, so if you want, you can break it into 15 monthly payments, which I think is like $197. All right. Now I share that because you need to invest in your professional development. We all do. And I have been doing this for 20 years. I've bought their system. I've gone through it. I was a Whizbang certified coach. I know it. And still yesterday, after sitting through 8 hours, I still had lots of ahas, lots of reminders. And so that's why I really believe that the Retail Mastery System is a must-have for all businesses. And when I think about what pulled me out of my, I guess, challenges, struggles, all the overwhelming chaos that was happening in my pet businesses way back when, it was once I started learning from Bob and Susan and learning more about retail, and I was able to swipe what they were giving us and applying it to my business. So I just wanted to share that with you because it is $500 off right now. Now I have another link that's scrolling here for you. And that is that for a limited time, if you do buy the Retail Mastery System from our partner link, you have some other cool opportunities. I'm sharing this with you now because I want when I go to the recap, which I will do in just a second, it makes more sense because it's broken up into so many different areas of business. And they tied in the Retail Mastery System into this really well, which is why I'm just letting you know what the Retail Mastery System is first. Okay. Now, if you purchase the Retail Mastery System through our partner link, petbosspartner.com/RMS, you will also get thrown in the bonus of our Finally Get Ahead guide. Okay, we're just going to toss that in for you. And that's for finally getting ahead this holiday season. All right. And for the next 4 of you, okay, the next 4 of you who buy, and we'll toss in the people too who have already purchased. So from this announcement, the next 4 people plus the people who've already bought it through our partner link, you'll get thrown in for a chance to win a $100 gift certificate from Mirage Pet Products. Okay. Our friends at Mirage Pet Products, Stephanie sent out an email to us the other day when she was getting all our emails about Retailpalooza and was like, hey, we want to be part of it. And we want to thank retailers and business owners for investing in their professional development. And so she said, I'd love to gift 4 $100 gift certificates. So that was very generous of you, Stephanie. I didn't expect it at all. It was so nice of you to toss it in. And so what we're going to do is put those up for the winning for people who have either already purchased it as of yesterday, okay, not previously, but who did go through our partner link this time, and the next 4 people to purchase now. Now, we are a affiliate of theirs, a partner of theirs, so we do earn a commission for this sale, but I believe wholeheartedly in it, and that's why I bring it to you, and why Bob and Susan come and participate in our trainings with our Pet Boss Club members and so on, okay? So I just wanted to be fully transparent there, okay? So the Retail Mastery System has changed my life. I know that it has really changed the life of many of our clients and our retailers as well, and I often say, like, if I hadn't have gone to my first workshop, a business development workshop, a lot like what the Retailpalooza was yesterday. If I hadn't have done that back in probably, what was it, like 2009, Pet Boss Nation wouldn't exist. We wouldn't have a top 2% podcast. I wouldn't have over 400 people in our business coaching programs. We wouldn't have a mastermind with almost 30 people in it working on growing their businesses. We wouldn't have helped thousands of people transform their pet businesses and grow their revenue and take time off. Like, that would not have happened here if I hadn't have gone to my very first workshop over almost 20 years ago. Well, not really 20 years ago, 15 years ago. Okay. Now, that is what has happened. But how I got here was because I started implementing the operational things, the marketing strategies, the pricing strategies, and we're going to cover some of that stuff in just a second. Okay. Once I started applying those things into our business, it was like, this like light bulb went off. It was like, oh, things just stopped being so hard. I feel like my confidence changed, my confidence improved, and I felt more confident to try new things and take more risks in a better way. And then good things just started happening for the business with our customers, with our team, with our operations, with vendors. So it's interesting how when we invest in ourselves, which is what I always encourage you guys to do, invest in yourself. You are your most valuable asset to you. Good things will come. All right. And so it's wild as I went from this real big place of struggle and overwhelm in my businesses to then learning more about it, taking action, and then being able to exit multiple businesses successfully and then build a professional development company for the pet industry here off of what I've learned. So I think you need the Retail Mastery System. Absolutely. I think you do, even if you are not a retailer. Okay. The Whiz Bang would probably not want me to say that, but because they look for retailers. I'm telling you though, that I have used their forms, templates, guides, inspiration for my grooming business, my doggy daycare, my dog walking business, and my retail store. Okay. So don't miss out on your opportunity, because right now it's $500 off. And you have a chance to win a $100 gift certificate from our friends at Mirage Pet Products. Plus, you'll get our Finally Get Ahead guide thrown in as well. All right. Now, if you guys ever have any questions, then you can let me know. This is a great question I'll address here. Tracy is saying, if you're already a member of Pet Boss Nation, meaning our Pet Boss Club, which Tracy is, which has a lot of this information, is the mastery system necessary? Okay, so yes, the Pet Boss Club does have a lot of complementary information and some duplication on some level, because we know that business owners need these kind of basics, and we have them, and we've taken ideas and we've tweaked them for the pet industry specifically. There is a lot inside the Pet Boss Club membership that does not exist inside the Retail Mastery System. And there's a lot inside the Retail Mastery System that we do not have in ours. Okay. So there is a little bit of overlap, but so much other relevant stuff inside it. Okay. So I do think that it is beneficial. And there's a lot of other bonuses that they're giving you, like extra tickets to the retail summit. You get their Facebook group. You get extra support. They have other bonuses that they're tossing in. But really, it's similar to us where there's no risk for you to purchase it, check it out. If it's not what you thought it was, then they will give you your money back. And yes, Corey, your question is the Get Ahead Guide available to Pet Boss Nation without joining the other? Yes. And actually, Corey, so our Get Ahead Guide for the holiday season is $10. If you're not a member of the Pet Boss Club, you can buy it. But our Pet Boss Club members, it exists. It's inside your resource portal, and it's there on the Q4 page. Okay, so you can access it there, Corey. All right. Okay, I want to dive in and start getting into the recap and ahas from yesterday because they were amazing. The event was amazing. Not the recap, I guess, is amazing, but the whole thing was so amazing. And one of the things, and I'm glad Corey's here. It's perfect timing, Corey, because I was thinking about you when this part came up. Let me backtrack. One of the things that they did is this whole day, they went through the different modules. Okay, so there are 11 modules inside the Retail Mastery System. And those 11 modules are, let's see here. They are, get my list. Here it is. Nope. All right. I have so many windows open. Where am I looking? Here we go. Okay. The 11 modules are staff development, marketing, digital marketing, customer service, selling, store operations, visual merchandising, inventory management, assortment planning, financial management, and personal business skills. Okay. Now, they started off with visual merchandising, which was great. We talked about window displays, and I'm going to go through kind of each of these at some point and share my kind of the takeaway from each one. But my kind of favorite one was first this gift certificate piece, because after the visual merchandising, they went into marketing. And to present here, I have a slide. I have a picture of it. Okay. So after visual merchandising, they went into marketing. And when we think about marketing, a lot of people only think of social media. And it really isn't just that. Or they might just think email marketing. It's not that. So many parts of our whole business, our whole brand, our marketing. And what we really need to have is a strategy and a plan. And one of they gave a framework for it, and we teach a lot of this too, but the first step in the marketing plan is how you're going to get new customers. The second step is that you need to give them a great experience. So oftentimes we don't think about how marketing translates to giving our customers great experience. We think about that as customer service. Then in a marketing plan, we need to get their contact information. Like, we need to collect the data from our customers. We need their emails, their addresses if we can. We need their cell phone numbers. We need to attach that to the sales and purchases that they make from us so that we can continue to market to them. All right. So that's step 3. And then step 4 is that we need to get them shopping again and again and again with you. So when they were talking about the marketing piece, they kind of highlighted that process. So I want you to think about in your business how you attract new customers, how you offer them a great experience, how you get their contact information, and how you get them to come back shopping with you again and again. One of the principles that the whiz bang community has taught for a very, very long time is about gift certificate marketing. Coupon marketing, if you want to call it that. It's not really coupon marketing, but you might think of it like a coupon. Okay. And this is where you as a business create offers that you're going to put out in the world to try to attract new people. Maybe you give them to your existing customers to get them to come back in. You can have them as thank yous. You can literally hand them out like candy. Okay. Put them out into the world. So the reason that I want to talk about this first, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about it, is because this was a recent conversation in the Pet Boss Club. Corey had brought it up that she wanted to start to give a 10% off coupon out to the veterinarians and make these little packs with some treats in it and stuff. Hopefully that, maybe not just the veterinarians, Corey, but you were going to give it to more people to hopefully drive business in. And there were some ideas thrown out there to give gift certificates of a higher dollar value. I suggested even like a buy one, get one free on dog treats. And there was some worry that maybe that was too big of a margin. We don't want to give away that much stuff because what if the person only spends the gift certificate amount that you've given them, or they just take that, they just come for their buy one, get one free treat and they don't buy anything else, or you ever see them again. And yes, those are concerns, but the reality is that the offer, well, there's multiple realities. The realities are, one, we need to be making offers all the time to our customers and potential new customers because you are in the business to sell things. And part of selling things is making deals, okay, and offering things up to attract people in. That's first. The second one is in the marketing step and sales step is giving them a great experience. So once they're in there, it's that piece of paper, that gift certificate, whether it's 10% off or $10 off, that is only going to be, it doesn't cost you anything until somebody actually comes in with it, right? And then once they come in with it, it's up to you and your sales team and your store and your displays and your merchandise to sell them more than just that gift certificate or coupon that brought them in. And then it's up to you to get their contact information if it's the first time there. And then how do we get them shopping again is we might offer back up another coupon or gift certificate to get them back in again. So my big ahas in this process, and I'm going to share with you what this retailer that they interviewed was. Her name was Robin from, I think, Cloud9 Pajamas. Okay. They shared a statistic, and I don't have the source, so I'm not exactly sure if it's 100% right. But the statistic was pretty shocking, was that 60% of first-time shoppers to a retail store, I'm not talking pet industry, I'm not talking that at all. This is a statistic, just general retail. So it could be big box. I mean, I don't know. So take this for what it's worth, but it still is very significant. 60% of first-time shoppers never come back a second time. Why? Why is that? That's really high. And what that shows me is that there's tons of opportunity for us as businesses to really wow people and to work harder at being making a better first impression, really helping them make the perfect purchase from us, getting their contact information, communicating with them on a regular basis to get them back in again. That's so much. You know how hard it is just to get people to come in once, and then now to know that the majority of them don't come back? Well, we need to fix that. And you can do it almost through this whole gift certificate marketing concept. It's just one of the things that they touched on. It's just one of the things that they touch on in the retail mastery system. Okay. So this isn't going to save you. I'm not saying stop doing other things, but this is a very interesting, really interesting strategy. I'm going to share with you what Robin does. Okay. So they sell pajamas. Let me share my screen here. And they started offering these gift certificates. And I'm going to show you right now just how many gift certificates they put out in the world. And this is a screenshot of a slide that was on their thing. So it's very blurry, but I think you get the idea. And I'm sorry, Instagram, I don't have it for you. I might be, well, yeah, I don't have it for you. I'll probably knock everything down if I turn it around. There must be 25, 30 stacks of gift certificates that are like coupons that are printed in various sizes. Business card size to big sizes to postcard size, whatever it is, right? There's a variation on there of what they are. There's a beautiful image on the front, and we can see, if you look close, there's everything from $10 to $15 to $25. Now, this company, their price point, she said that her average sale is higher, right? It's around anywhere from $100 to $120. So for her to give away a $20 gift certificate makes sense because she has a higher average sale. But you could start maybe with a $5 or a $10 one to test it out. But what was also just so interesting about this, and just a good reminder, and why I feel like it was an aha, is that they didn't give up when the first one or two of them like didn't work. Okay, so they kept tweaking, they kept trying, they kept doing different things. And she said that they have now, what they do is that they give gift certificates out like this to any event that needs it. And they also like search out and seek out people they could give them to. So like she gives them to golf outings or marathons. Like she's producing hundreds of these things because they don't cost very much to actually print. All right. I know that this might seem like a crazy dated concept, but you know what? It actually isn't. It still works. And why it still works is I'm going to show you that she shared this. And I'm going to explain what these thank you gift certificates are in just a second. Just the gift certificates that are associated with her thank you purpose, those people have an average spend of $159.62. All right. They have generated $400,000 in sales from a $20 gift certificate that they give out for free to their community. She gives them for corporate events, golf tournaments, galas, grand openings, and so on. She gathers all the data. She tracks the employee's name. She tracks like the dates that they were out. She tracks everything. Okay. Now, did it work like that in the beginning? Probably not. So they tested. They tried different sizes. They tried different offers. They tried different imagery. And now they've found the ones that work. So I'm harping on this because it's a great reminder that we can't just say we do something once and be frustrated that it didn't work for us and never try it again. Okay, that's the lesson here. We need to keep testing and trying and finding what will work and attract our ideal customer in. So Corey, I do not know if you, maybe try that 10% off. And if it doesn't work, give yourself a time frame and say, you know what, if I don't get one coupon in the next 30 days, I'm going to redo these and we're going to try the $5 off gift certificate or a $10 off gift certificate to get them to come in, right? The other cool thing that when I say thank you, what this woman does, I know a lot of retailers do, because when we talk about, not even just retailers, again, these principles will work for a grooming salon, doggy daycare, whatever it is you need to do. It's basically like getting this advertisement of this gift certificate out into the world, out into your local community. And it's so low cost. And it has this very high value because it's literally free money that you're putting out there for people to come in and try you out. All right. So the reason I like it is also because they say 60% of people don't return. So what this retailer does, and I know a lot of other retailers have done this too, is they do write handwritten thank you cards for everybody, or probably mostly everybody who makes a purchase at their business. They write a quick thank you card with a nice note in it. And inside that thank you card goes another one of these gift certificates. But it's a different type. Okay. So now they can start to track it. It's a different one. Maybe it was what was the original offer that brought them in. And maybe they didn't, maybe the customer didn't come in because of a gift certificate. Maybe what happened is they just shopped in, they bought something, they still are going to get a thank you card. And in that thank you card is another gift certificate. That gift certificate will bring them back in another time. And you may decide that, okay, now we need to do something else to bring them back in again. Because we're not looking at the immediate transaction. We're not looking at the immediate transaction. We're looking at the lifetime value of this customer. Okay, so we need to get them to come in more frequently, to enjoy doing business with us, because once they make it a habit, we will be more top of mind for them. Okay, so that was another big aha from that. The other thing that was really cool, I'm trying to think now, where was I going to go with that one? It's too early. Haven't had enough coffee, I guess. So it's the gift certificates, the thank you things, the offers that brought them in, the tracking it. I think I've lost it. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. So don't even stress there. So, oh, look at this. This person saying, I actually worked for Cloud9. They're such a well-oiled machine. They introduced me to the retail mastery system before I started my store, and it was such a blessing. Yes. Okay. So these are all tracked. These gift certificates are tracked. They are this whole program where you can give them away like candy. You can give them to your current customers. They're just a tool that it's an easy tool for utilizing gift certificates inside your marketing. So I loved, they kind of kicked off the day. This was early on, and maybe I was more excited about it because I was like fresh and not at the end of the day. I was, oh my gosh, so tired, but still good stuff to come. But I loved that. I couldn't believe all the amount of variation of gift certificates there. And I love that this person's saying that they are a well-oiled machine, because that is what we all need to be. We all need to be operationally competent. We all need to be operationally well-oiled. We need to have standards for our business. We need to then hold people to those standards. We need to not let creep come in. I talked about that yesterday too. And it all starts with having a strategy, having a vision, having a strategy, having a plan, making the plan, documenting the plan, tracking it all, looking at what that story tells us, making tweaks to keep moving forward. I mean, and then your business will grow. I mean, running a business is not easy. It takes a lot of time and work, but you can do it. And it gets easier when you have support. Which is why it's so important that you are part of programs, whether it's our program at Pet Boss Nation or part of WizBang's program or another program that's out there. You need support, because people who can tap into other people's forums and resources and Q&A opportunities like this will make progress faster. As the expression goes, action takers are money makers. Action takers are money makers. All right. So that was just kind of one of the really big ahas from that. And it was mainly that, one, what I loved about the gift certificate marketing wasn't so much about the gift certificate marketing, because I know I explained that a lot here. I wanted to do that for you, but it's that they test and try things. They try things until they figure out what works. Okay, I loved that. The second one is that they are figuring out how to still use the gift certificate marketing at various points of their customer's journey, before the customer knows them, once they know them, and then continuing to bring them back in. And I love that they track the data. They track the information about it. Let's see, what else? Another kind of common theme that could go through all of this is what they've kind of coded as ADD. Okay, ADD. And ADD stands for ask, discuss, decide. So when you are having a problem in your business, like on the live stream yesterday, we had a Pet Boss ask a question about how to speed up potentially the process, or how to get all this contact information, or to sell people more upsells or add-ons, or tell them about events, like how to do all of that at your register area when you are already a really busy business and you want to try to get people through that line quickly? Well, the response and suggestion was to ADD it, right? To ask, discuss, and decide with it with your team, or so that you can get their feedback and ideas. So the first part, ask your team to help you come up with solutions. The second thing is to discuss it. You can discuss as a team how things could improve, and then you can make a decision to move forward. So anyway, just use that as an example. We're not going to explain what they said to do, but that was another kind of aha and great recap and reminder was, how can you ADD it, right? How it's a powerful management tool. All right, so going back, visual merchandising. The key takeaway there was that marketing is all aspects of your business that will make your customer eager to buy. And I say that was my aha from that segment, because we oftentimes, I thought about windows because I love windows and merchandising, but oftentimes small businesses don't think about how much their windows or their awning or their sign or the landscaping in the front, or all the visual stuff that's on the front, also all the visual stuff that's inside, how it all is marketing, and how it marketing at the end of the day is every single aspect of your business that make a customer eager to buy. Okay, so that's what I loved about that visual merchandising piece. And there was so much more covered, which is why if you missed it all, you should go back and check it out, or get the Retail Mastery System, because everything that was discussed inside the Retailpalooza is all available inside the Retail Mastery System. All right, so that was that. Let's see, marketing. We'd already covered that. So the main takeaway from that section was the whole gift certificates are a great forum for marketing. Then they touched on digital marketing, and they explored email marketing and how that's just, still what a lot of us feel is like the single most important marketing tool and can be the most successful tool. Yes, SEO is important. Yes, having a website. Having a website is critical. Having a mobile-friendly website, I believe that, but that's just going to sit there. You still have to drive traffic to it, okay? Which your email marketing can drive traffic to it. So there's a lot of pieces of digital marketing. It could be social selling, social media posting, text message marketing, but email marketing is really just so important. And I can't remember the exact percentages, but they were doing polls, surveying all the people that were there yesterday. And I'd say it was something like maybe, was it 24% of people were actually emailing once a week, which I thought was fantastic. And then it went down to a couple times a month, then once a month, and then never, or whenever they feel like it. And the point here is that you really need to increase the amount that you're emailing your customers, but it should always have something of value. Okay. Always have more value. And I guess my aha from this was that it's really just important that you think about your email marketing as depositing into people's emotional bank accounts. Bob talks about that a lot. Making deposits into your customers' emotional bank account, because they get to know you, they get to know your business, they get to know your vendors and your customers. You're not just selling them something, you're educating them. They're getting to know about your life. You can see this is what we do at Pet Boss Nation. If you get our emails, you hear about, you do learn about business education. You learn about what's going on in my life with the baby. You see what's happening behind the scenes at trade shows. You learn about our team sometimes. And so we're constantly giving you value in our weekly email newsletters. But then, so you have this emails that are going out that educate and that help build that know, like, and trust. And that's why we love email so much, because email is a tool that you actually own in a sense. Okay, you can control the message that you put in that email copy, and you can control when it goes out to your customers. And it's not really under your control if somebody will open it or not. But with social media, if you're just relying on social media, only like 1 to 6% or something see your social media posts. And you can't control when it's going to happen, and you don't know what other distractions they might have that are going to pop up, and it really is just such a small percentage of your following will ever see your post. So if you have only 1 to 6% of your following on social media is seeing what you're posting, but maybe your email marketing rates are 13%, maybe they're 25%, maybe they're as high as what some people shared on the Retailpalooza yesterday as 50% higher. That's way better results than the social media posts. But you need to do both. Okay, we're not saying don't do them. We need to do both because some people might not be on your email list that are following me on social media and vice versa. Okay, but I guess the aha from this, now that I'm talking through this and looking at my notes, something that he touched on, which I had never really thought of, but it makes total sense because when I think about my own email inbox, I notice this. So just the process of you sending the email to people and them seeing it inside their inbox with your company's name and the subject line is just a touch point, right? It's putting your brand in front of them. Even if they never open the email again, or not again, but even if they never open that one email, it still is a marketing ping, still is a touch point to help you stay top of mind. So it's almost like, don't stress if they're not opening the emails. I mean, yes, you need to look at that, but it still is worth it from a marketing perspective, right? And yeah, this person's here saying we're totally opposite. Our newsletter doesn't get great views compared to Instagram. Okay, that is fine, but I don't think you should stop doing your email newsletter. Continue to do what works really well on your Instagram and then figure out how you can make your email marketing better. It's not about one or the other. It's about really understanding that email marketing can still be, and it still is. I mean, that still is. It has always been. It's a great tool for us as businesses to be able to use to communicate with our customers. And it's an important piece of it. So if it's not working for you right now, or maybe just not as great, continue to look at all the nuances and how you can tweak it. Okay. I think this is Patty here. So I know Patty's a Pet Boss Club member. So I'm just going to toss out some of the other things in case she missed it yesterday from that Retailpalooza. And all this stuff, we have it for you too in the Pet Boss Club. We have a whole email marketing section inside the Pet Boss Club, but there's even more about digital marketing inside the Retail Mastery System, which is why I'd love for you guys to consider diving into that. But let's see here. One of the things, all the things you could look at, Patty, or all of you, for all of you who are saying, well, your email newsletters are not producing like some of the other marketing platforms that you have. I want you to think about, what does your from name look like? What kind of subject lines are you producing? Is the body of the email, is it way too long? Should you send more frequent emails, short and sweet ones? Okay. That would be a great thing to do, I think. Short paragraphs inside it, make it conversational. There should always be some sort of a call to action for people to either go to your store, click to learn more, comment or reply back. Put an email signature in there. And then, starting to look at your open rates. I mean, there's so much that could, like what time of day is happening. Look at those nuances of the copy, the subject lines, how you're segmenting your list or cleaning up your list, right? That's another common problem, is that people keep adding emails to their list, but they never go through and do what they call scrubbing it. So I don't have time to talk about all of that, but I think you get the point here. So the point is, there are tons of modules and resources inside the Retail Mastery System. There's a lot that we could be doing to grow our businesses. And I know that it can be overwhelming where to start, which is why I just want you to kind of think about what might work the best for you as I continue to share here today. What could work the best for you is a good place to just get started, because action takers are money makers. Okay. Don't get overwhelmed in all the things that can happen, because you can actually do all the things. You can have all the things. You just can't do it at the same time. Okay. One thing at a time. All right. So They went then after digital marketing, we rolled into store operations, which I know they call it store operations, but it could really be any operations. It doesn't have to just be store. All right. And what they really harped on in this part was that just kind of really reminding us that when things are unorganized in our life, it can cause so much frustration. I would love to know, we've got people watching on Instagram over here. We've got a lot of you live with me on Facebook and on YouTube and LinkedIn and stuff. So tell me if there's a part of your business that you know is just a mess. We'll put it in the comments. Maybe it's your inbox on the wall. Maybe it's your back stock room. Maybe it's your hold drawer. Maybe it's your supply closet. Maybe it's the filing cabinet. Maybe it's the, maybe it's the, here's funny. I'm like thinking of things, and those things, I was like, maybe it's the card, anyway, now again, it's a long day yesterday. My brain's overloaded. Doggy Sweet says again, yeah, paperwork. Yeah, paperwork's unorganized. I mean, there's so many places that when things are chaotic and unorganized, maybe it's how your special ordering process works. Whatever it is frustrating when it feels clunky. It's hard to find what you need, and then it just holds us back. Really, really holds us back. So when he talked about the operations section, he really was harping on that we have to have standards. We have to have standards. We have to have documentation of everything. And we need to manage the creep that comes in. And then you have to reset your business every day. Oh my gosh, to 100% operational excellence, which I know is so hard to do. But we can strive for perfection, right? But the point here is that we need to establish what our standards actually are. We need to be specific and precise on what that means. Then we have to document it. And he always used the expression, if it ain't written, it ain't real, right? If it ain't written, it ain't real. So if it ain't written, it's just a rumor, which is why, employee handbooks are so important, or opening and closing checklists or policies documented that you can review and reflect back on. So first is establish your standards. Second is figure out your documentation. Third is to manage the creep that's going to come in, and then reset your business every day for operational standards. And my aha from this section was that he was really harping on that. As the manager or as the owner of your business, you are responsible for managing this creep and resetting the creep that will naturally come in and throw things out of order. It's that natural disintegration of your standards, and nobody else will fix it but you. Now, I shouldn't say won't fix it. Nobody else will make it a priority, or nobody else feels like they have the power to make change in your company until you, the owner of the business, make a decision to fix it or to have somebody help you fix it. So when things are out of whack, it's time to take action to make it better for everyone. That was my big aha. I know I have some creep happening at Pet Boss Nation. I got a lot of systems. I have a lot of processes, but we actually are now investing in an entirely new program of basically getting like operational CFOs, so not CFO, but like an operational person to come in, like a chief operations officer almost, that come in and really help us clean up our systems and fix automations and help us prevent the creep from coming in, because we want to have excellent standards inside this company, and for you and for our clients. And I want that same for you too. So, there's a lot about operations inside the Retail Mastery System. And for those of you that are watching, I'm here to share with you about the Retail Mastery System, which is available for purchase now for a few weeks here. It is $500 off if you don't have it already. And if you do go through our partner link, then you do have an opportunity to win one of 4 $100 gift certificates from Mirage Pet Products. So just want to give Stephanie a big shout out and say thank you for offering that to us. So go to petbosspartner.com/RMS. We do earn a referral fee from that, just in all transparency, But, we're here to help support you build a better business. And one of the ways to do that is to get the Retail Mastery System, because it is a must-have for all businesses. Okay. Like I said, there's a lot in there that's called retail, or that might, like the inventory management might not apply to you. But that operations piece, even though it's called store operations in it, operations are operations. They will help you. They helped me with my grooming business, my doggy daycare business, my dog walking business. So it's all really, really good stuff. Yes. So Nancy, love it. Nancy, I saw you yesterday in the chat. Nancy was all about, she loved the dancing that was going on. And I don't know if you were still on it at the end. They brought out their Mr. Bones skeleton guy, and they were all danced around Mr. Bones as a special guest. And Bob was saying that you said that you want your own dancing team and people there in your business. Yeah. So that was fun. Great to see you there yesterday, Nancy. And so Nancy's saying that her website needs updating ASAP, but she's going to hire somebody out to do it, because I don't know about Nancy, but I know about myself too. Like, I had to hire that out. Like, I don't know how to optimize websites, or I know the gist of it, but I'm not the technical person who's going to get in there and do it. I know the importance of it. So we have to outsource that kind of stuff out, but nobody's going to magically make that happen for us except us, the owners of the companies, who are going to finally make a decision to get things moving on a project that we want to get done. And remember, you can have it all, but you can't have it all at once. You can't accomplish it all, but it can't all happen at once. Step by step. Okay. So let's keep this rolling here. We also, see, after store operations, they went into assortment planning, which I have a little less notes on this, and I need to go back today and fill these in, because this was the segment where I joined on live with Bob and Susan, and it was a lot of fun. So I'll just kind of give you a recap here. But if we think about assortment planning, that's actually looking at, they talk about it from a perspective of looking at your merchandise. I'll share, though, that it relates whether you offer services or products, and it's really looking at your prices. It looks at what kind of markdowns you take. Markdowns are not a bad thing. Giving people discounts and offers is not a bad thing. Okay. Especially when you have inventory, because you need to, you're not a museum. You need to unload that merchandise that's been sitting around and getting dusty, that your customers are no longer interested in. Okay. It's doing you no service by sitting there in your store season after season, year after year. Get rid of it, mark it down. But it's not just about that old stuff. It's about really understanding also how to just make the deals and offers, like we talked about earlier with the gift certificates, getting things moving through the business. And so your assortment planning helps you start to think about what it is you're going to sell, how you're going to price it, what kind of markdowns you're going to be taking. Do you need better variety of merchandise, better, are you over assorted in a sense? Thinking about, let's go from the merchandise perspective. Are you over assorted in a type of treats? Do you have way too many biscuits and really you only need 3 types versus 12 types? And you'll still sell the same amount, but you don't have to invest as much money into it. Or maybe your services. Maybe you've got a grooming salon that has a million options on your menu board, and it just confuses the heck out of everybody. So clean that stuff up, right? So that's really what this section of the Retail Mastery focuses on, is helping you get clear on what your assortment of stuff it is that you sell should look like and be, and how to get it in alignment, and helping you figure out your pricing. I jumped on and I harped a little bit about how I don't want you to just go off of MSRP, which is what the manufacturers are suggesting that you sell your products for. No, I want you to really look at how much money is actually available for, not money, but how much could you actually sell that product for? It might be more than what the suggested retail price is. It might be less, but you can't, if they have IMAP, you have to watch that. But at the end of the day, I just was harping on the fact that I was you can control your pricing in your store, okay? And you can offer discounts, and you can sell things for more than what your competition does. And you can be an expensive place to do business with. That is okay. You are not for everybody, but you have to stay in business. And so we need to make sure that you are making money, okay? And that might mean that you need to charge more for your products or your services. Do you do it on everything? No, you still have to be price competitive on certain areas. I don't have time today. And clearly I've already been on for an hour and I've barely touched the surface. I've only gotten halfway through what they went through yesterday. And they did it in 8 hours. I'm trying to cram it into here. And I'm trying to just open your mind and your thoughts to what else is possible. What else is possible for you? You don't know until you get extra support, until you start to learn about business, until you surround yourself with other people who are running businesses like you. You don't really know what's possible. Because I'm in it too. We get so stuck in the day-to-day of running the business that we have to make time to work on the business. Okay. I know that that's probably an overused expression, but anyway, the assortment planning was great. The discussion about pricing was great. I really enjoyed it. And again, thank you to everybody who was there in the room cheering me on and giving me love in the comments. I appreciate that so much. Next in yesterday's Retailpalooza, as well as inside the retail mastery system that you can get access to, is a whole section on inventory management. Now this one, they talked about open to buy planning, and I am not going to run through that right now because it will be, I think, a little intense, like too much for Thursday morning after spending a whole day in a training session yesterday. But open to buy planning is really a process that helps you decide and know how much you should have on hand inventory wise at the beginning of the month, and how much you should be marking down and selling, and then how much to bring back in before the end of the month, so that you always are flowing in your goods at the right time, so that you can sell them at the right time, so that you're not ever overstocked or understocked, right? When you're overstocked, too much of your money has gone into your product, and now you don't have that money to spend on other bills. And when you're understocked, you're missing sales opportunities and kind of missing out on making money. And so open to buy planning helps you flow the goods when you are ready to sell them, all right, or when you're predicted to sell them. You can do open to buy planning in a variety of ways. You can do it through just a piece of paper and a pencil and a spreadsheet and some calculations on your own. It's very time intensive and you may not get it exactly right, or maybe you're a math whiz and you love it. You can also work with consultants who can help guide you through open to buy planning processes. They can do it for you. And then there's also software out there, and there's companies like Management One. We like to recommend Wendy Tanner with Management One. She does a lot of our clients. There's also Lynn Switnowski. She does open to buy planning. So there's lots of people out there to support you in this process if you want to learn more about it. Okay. And inside the Retail Mastery System, though, which WhizBang has on sale right now for $500 off, they have spreadsheets, they have tools, they have trainings to also assist you in your open to buy planning. All right. Then they continued on, and we talked about staff development. And if you follow the WhizBang retail training system and Bob and Susan, then I guarantee have heard about this before, and that is the Red Hot Help Wanted ad. So they talked more about the Red Hot Help Wanted ad on attracting and finding really great people to work for you. So if you want to learn more about not just how to attract the ideal person, but also how to train them and onboard them and keep them growing and learning with you and staying with you, creating that amazing company culture that you deserve and that your employees deserve, then you really should get the Retail Mastery System, okay? Or if you're a Pet Boss Club member, dive into those resources that we have for you as well. All right, so staff development was an important part. Then they went on to financial management. And financial management, they really broke down just what the difference is with the balance sheet and the P&L. So just showing more about what is inside the Retail Mastery System. All of the trainings to help educate you, the business owner, on maybe different parts of business that you don't have as much experience in. I know a lot of us, it's important for us to learn about nutrition and to learn about dog behavior. And I shouldn't say important, it's critical, right? To learn about the dog behavior and nutrition, or how to groom and do the actual work that we're doing and selling. And so a lot of time can be spent there. And that's where we have interest. and less time tends to be spent on learning how to improve our business skills that will continue to keep us open, which is why I'm here and Bob and Susan are here and many other people are here to be able to help remind us all, like I just said, I need reminders too, of those foundational pieces, these areas of business that we as the business owner need to improve our skills in, and then find the right team to help us bring it all to life. Okay. So all of this stuff is inside the Retail Mastery System. So we went through financial management, then it went on to customer service. And let's see, in customer service, what I think my aha here is that I know that it's not just being nice. Okay. I know that customer service is more than not just being nice, but customer service tends to be what a lot of us use as a reason that you're different from the competition. Okay. You might say, oh, well, why people will shop with me versus my competition or do business with me versus my competition is our customer service. But have you ever really defined why that might be? Or is it just a scapegoat for you, really, to put that out there and to be blunt? Because customer service isn't just about being nice. It's about looking at your company from multiple aspects, from your philosophy about business. Okay, what are your philosophies about working with your customers? Then those philosophies influence policies that you make, return policies, booking policies, whatever that is. Okay, that's what your customers experience there. Then it goes into the staff. Your policies are then delivered kind of by your staff. Your staff then has to communicate these policies that you've decided. And then the store itself, the physical space is a reflection of your customer service. Is it easy to navigate? Is it clean and neat? Does it look like it's well run from your customer's perspective? And then the last piece of customer service is wowing them. It's really showing them the surprise and delight, the unexpected pieces. And so with that, you wonder that a lot of times people focus on wowing when the reality is it's all of these elements. And so my ha-ha from this segment is that customer service, and I want you to think about this too. Customer service is really everything and anything that affects the way your customers think about you. Customer service is really everything and anything that impacts the way that your customers think about you. I'm gonna let that sit in for a minute. All right. Then it went into selling skills. And there's so much that we could talk about when it comes to selling, but there were a couple ahas here. And one of them was from their guest, Jennifer, that has, I can't remember the name of her businesses, but she's got a few different businesses. Ooh, and she's, I think, third or fourth generation of retail owner. And she just opened a candy shop too. So I love it. Their stores are like a women's boutique and maybe some gift stores. And she's always had a passion to have a candy store. I kind of do too. I would love to open a candy shop. So I love that she had that. But anyway, she said that selling is a life skill. Selling needs to be seen as a life skill because you have to sell things all the time. You have to influence people to either learn something or persuade them to do something. I mean, it can be selling is a life skill. I just loved that so much. And so we need to focus on helping, not just improving our own selling skills or your own selling skills, but thinking about how your staff sells. And one of the biggest hurdles and challenges in that is for the team to know how to start a conversation, right? They don't really know how to get the conversation started. So that was a good kind of aha or takeaway from the Retailpalooza. There's so much more that we covered there. So I want you to think about how you could assist your your team in opening up the dialogue, getting more comfortable talking to them. Maybe it includes some role playing. Maybe it includes giving them the specific question to ask. This specific person, and I could work in the pet industry, but that person has these gift shops in kind of a touristy area. And so with their more shy employees who aren't as comfortable speaking to maybe approaching people or were unsure how to start the conversation, they put a map on the wall, and they would put pins on the map. I'm sure you've seen these before, put pins on the map of where people lived and were visiting from. And so she had the person that was a little shy, and that was their exercise, was to just ask people, oh, where are you visiting from? I'd love to put a pin on, let's put a pin on the map for you. And it got them more comfortable to just kind of start to practice getting that dialogue going. So there's got to be something there for you and your type of business where you could give an exercise to a team member to help them work on that, step outside of their comfort zone. So there was so much covered in selling, but I think, again, the big aha is that selling is a life skill. So don't shy from it. Okay. Your business exists to sell stuff. Okay. It does. I mean, your business might exist to improve the quality and life of pets, but your business is there to sell things. So don't be afraid to promote yourself and to sell. All right. Then they wrapped it up with personal business skills section. And he went through what they call their retailer time system, which focuses on the 4 F's. I'm not going to go into each one. If you have our notes, you'll see it in there. But it's flex time, floor time, focus time, and free time. Flex time, floor time, focus time, and free time. All right. They're pretty clear on what they are, but I will dive into them for you. I've got lots of notes on each one inside the notes that I took from Retailpalooza yesterday. All right. So, oh my goodness. I just went through what they did in 8 hours. I just tried to bring you the best of the ahas of the things that I took away from sitting there and watching all day. And so I hope that you enjoyed this recap that I had here for you. But all of the details of how to do all this stuff are inside the Retail Mastery System. And the Retail Mastery System was created by Whizbang. And I'm a former Whizbanger when I had my retail stores. It changed my life, changed my business life once I learned all these principles and applied them, tweaked them, and made them work for my business. And I shared them with our team. And now I share these resources with our community at Pet Boss Nation because I just know the value and the importance and the way that it can literally transform and save your business. There was a great question earlier about, should we have both? Should we be Pet Boss Club members and have the Retail Mastery System? And I say yes. And here's why. I don't know if Elena's watching right now, but I know that she always says, she's like, Whizbang and Pet Boss are like the perfect blend for anyone that's working and has businesses in the pet industry. They complement each other so well. And it's because I talk a lot about specifics with the pet industry. And Whizbang will take ideas from all over different, with different businesses. And so you kind of get a different perspective when you're in the Whizbang world. And then you get this niched down support inside the Pet Boss Club. So they do complement each other well. There is a little bit of overlap as far as tools and forms, but we deliver them in different ways. So the concept might be there, but it's delivered in different ways, and it might land differently for you, or you might hear it a different way or interpret it in a different way. And at the end of the day, we just want you to see success and make progress, right? Take some action so that you're reaching your goals and achieving your goals. Okay. And however that works, if you're listening to me or you're listening to Bob or Susan, it's a good thing when you are investing in your professional development. All right. So you're welcome, Poodles and Bob. I was happy to be here this morning for you. I wanted to just kind of digest for myself everything that we went through yesterday. If you go back to my stories from last night, I was like, oh my gosh, I look so tired. I look a little bit more refreshed this morning, hopefully. I was so tired at the end of the day after staring at a computer for so long, but it was a great, great day. And so I'm just so glad for so many of you that tuned in there. As a reminder, I want to have you check out the Retail Mastery System. If you go get it and go check it out at petbosspartner.com/RMS. that will take you through our partner link. And if you do end up making a purchase, we will be notified of that. We do earn a small commission for it. And you will get an opportunity to win one of our $100 gift certificates that Mirage Pet Products is so graciously given us to give away. So you'll have an opportunity there to maybe win one of those, but you also get our Finally Get Ahead guide, which is a bonus we've thrown in for you. Pet Boss Club members, you do already have that bonus. So, but I want you to go check it out. There are lots of other bonuses that WhizBang has given you for joining and purchasing the Retail Mastery System. I actually have them on screen here, so let's get that slide up. This is a very fine print, but it'll help me just communicate what we have. All right. So with the Retail Mastery System, which I'm streaming on Instagram, this is why I keep looking this way. We have our Instagram friends over there. Great to see you. For our Instagram, I can't type on the screen right now, but it's at petbosspartner.com/RMS. What they're giving you when you purchase the Retail Mastery System. Now, it is $500 off, which is amazing. They do have monthly payments, or you can pay in full. When you register and buy the Retail Mastery System now, you are going to get 2 free tickets to their Retail Success Summit. That is happening in July, at the end of July in 2024. You will get their quick start guide. You're going to get into their Retail Mastery System owners group. They just launched, and actually, I'm kind of surprised it took them this long to do this. I don't know if they're watching right now, but I am surprised by this, is that they are now launching a Facebook group to support people who have the Retail Mastery System. So that's fantastic. They also have a party pack, a Palooza, what they're calling the Palooza Party Pack. And that's where if you get to download the checklists, not download checklists, but there's tons of resources that have been compiled. And I don't know if that was just for people who got yesterday or if it's still available, but I know that it's still on their website right now. So that must mean that they might still be giving it out. So there's lots of tools that you're going to get in addition to what's in there. One of them's from us as well. It's our 50 ways to boost your retail business. But one is the top 10 ways to future-proof your business, a promotion and event checklist, all kinds of, ways to ensure high quality uploads on Instagram and TikTok, marketing tips and tricks for shoppers, and then the $1 million sales pitch. Cool. So there's lots of great bonuses for you, but really it's not about the bonuses. It's not even about that. It's literally about just tapping into the forms and the documents and the spreadsheets and the quick little videos that will help you get control over any chaos or challenge that you have inside your business. Okay. You do not have to go it alone. Business does not have to continue to be hard. It will have its moments. We can't take away the hard. It will have its moments, but we can certainly help support you in making it easier and making your business life easier. Okay. And you can do that through getting the Retail Mastery System, and then also kind of connecting even with Pet Boss Nation in there. So I love this person. I'm not sure who this is. They say, I got it a couple months ago and I completely agree. Both together, Pet Boss and WhizBang are perfect. So thank you so much to whoever shared that. I appreciate that so much. And Tracy, hopefully it makes you kind of make the decision of whether you're going to or not. I know you're nervous to spend the money. So, but again, they have that guarantee. If it's not what you think, you can go month to month. I know Tracy is in a unique situation right now. So Tracy, honestly, if this is not a good time for you, I'm not going to force anything. Like for all of you, if this isn't a good time for you, then don't jump onto it. If it's not good. Okay. But if you are ready to really take action, because that's the thing is if you're not going to take action, it won't work for you, right? Like anything, like I know how to work out. It doesn't mean that I'm actually losing weight because I'm not doing anything that would help me lose weight. Same thing in this. If you do not take action on any of it, then it's just entertainment. And so we need you to be an action taker, okay? So that you can go grow your business. So Tracy, if it's right for you, if it's the right time for you, do it now. And I'll give Tracy a shout out. Tracy, I say that, she's going through a lot right now, and you're going to get to hear all about it because Tracy is my next guest on the podcast. Okay. So the Boss Your Business podcast, we release episodes every Sunday, and Tracy is this week's guest. And our conversation was so good and so juicy, Tracy, that I split it up into 2. conversation. Okay, so it's going to be a 2-part series. It was so good. So you can learn more about Tracy's story and hear about why she might be a little bit nervous to spend that money when you listen to that podcast. And I love our fellow club member Sally is saying, "Woo woo, go Tracy!" Yes, love that community support. Fantastic. Cool. And Frederick, great. Glad that we could help you today. And Doggy Sweets, Patty, great to see you too. Thank you. And Daphne's here saying thanks for the recap. She was baking all day and missed it. Yes, so happy to be here to recap for you. And I will make sure to get you our notes. I'm going to get you all these notes. I have 12 pages of a Google Doc note from 8 hours of yesterday's Retailpalooza. So you can just comb through that. You can probably go watch the replays if you want to, but there's no better way than to go ahead and just get the Retail Mastery System, because it's all really outlined there nicely for you to just kind of tap into as you need it. Okay. And as a reminder, for all of you who own the Retail Mastery System, what are you waiting for? Get back in there, use it, figure out a piece of it that you could do. Maybe it's the 6 steps to the perfect purchase. Maybe it's revisiting that customer service pyramid. Maybe it's pulling out some of their operational forms to fix some of the broken systems that you might have in your business. Okay. I know that there's lots of you who have it. So lean into the resources that are there for you so that you can be the best version of your business self possible. Okay. All right. I'm done for now. Hopefully I haven't missed my next meeting. I might have, now that I'm realizing it. So I need to get going. Great to see you soon. All right. Bye.